All right, everybody. Welcome back to another episode of Movie Talks and Chill. We're your hosts. I'm Tony Serrato.
I'm Gavin Butts.
I'm Patrick Wall.
And in this episode, Gavin, why don't you take it away and tell us?
So I was talking it over with the guys, and I was like, what if we did an episode on songs that or even just music overall that really makes a scene, that really just sells it. That scene would not be as strong as it was without that music in the background.
We should have had something queued up on our phone
Da, da, da.
right now.
Yeah. Da, 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 da. Or I mean, all right. So I'll go off real quick. Like the ultimate villain tone, Jaws. Da-na. I mean, honestly, for several years, that kept me from wanting to be in the water too long.
Or like the music and just the piano riffs in Halloween.
Yeah.
Yes.
Even,
Yes.
I'm not talking about the slow ones well, that, but even just when they're they're in the house and he's walking, it's like...
Yeah, before the scene gets intense.
Ding, 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 dong. Ding, 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 dong.
I always think about Forgetting Sarah Marshall. It was like, how about some dark and ominous? Like losing your penis is a bad thing. Oh, you want dark and ominous, do you?
Well, buckle up, Buttercup. So Gavin presented this, and we said, hey, we'll do it.
Yeah.
So let's do it. Here we are. If you don't mind, I'll kick off one, because
Please,
there's
go ahead.
one that's fresh in my brain. There's a lot of, and it's brand new, or fairly new. And I've said it before when we talked about the movie, but Like a Prayer in Deadpool and Wolverine.
Yeah.
Yep.
That end scene when he's pulling the matter and antimatter together, that made that scene.
And then Wolverine loses his shirt.
Yeah.
He just looks at it. Okay.
But if that song wasn't playing,
Right.
it wouldn't emphasize those abs as much.
And I like how he when he gets back up, when they get back up to the top, they're like, I mean, only true friends listen to live toward a prayer while trying to save the universe.
I actually enjoyed it a little bit more with the final fight where they were killing the army of Deadpools, and they start slowly walking across the street, and you hear that classic 80s songs, and I do not remember the name of it at the moment. But,
I'm trying to think what it was. Go ahead. No.
Yeah, and then Wolverine pulls on his mask. He's like, were you saving that for something?
Yeah.
And
Saving that the best for last, right?
Nah, it was good though, but that is definitely, because when I saw that, I think I even said that to you guys. I've told many other people after I saw it, I was like, I will never listen to that song the same again. From now on, I will see, because I've seen the Madonna video, back when it came out eons ago, and it's a very religious setting and stuff like that, and that was an iconic video then, but then watching this scene, that's all I think about now. It's just that scene.
And so
Hugh Jackman's abs.
yeah, right. Everyone was thinking. I mean, anyway,
I'm not gay, but damn.
not gay, but $20 is $20.
Hugh Jackman can afford $20.
Better be a couple more zeros on there. But I really think all of the Deadpool movies, they have excuse me, who they've had for sound and that. I don't know what the music media coordinator, what that position title is, but the background music that they've used, whether it be composed or redo songs, they're freaking golden. That and Guardians of the Galaxy, I think, are probably my two, where in any scene, it's the third one.
Come on.
No,
finish
it's
your
the
thought.
second one. The second one is the outer space. And I can't hear that song and not think of that beginning scene of Guardians of the Galaxy.
Well, even when they did the Guardians of the Galaxy, the trailer when it first came out, the first movie, and they were doing the trailer, and they had Hooked on a Feeling, the 70s version where it's got the guys, hooga chaka, hooga, hooga. That whole trailer fit that song.
100%.
Or that song fit the whole trailer. I will say, too, the other one, funny one, on the first Deadpool, after him and Vanessa first get together, and they're basically having relations throughout the year, and they have the Calendar Girl song playing.
Yeah, exactly. Because they're going across
all year.
all year.
Happy International Women's Day. Nope.
Nope.
You're the dog.
And the third one is like, okay, guys, pegging is not anything new for me. So what we're gonna do?
But no, there's a lot of what one that you can think of there.
So the most memorable songs and scenes that for me are the ones that are just instrumental. So the first thing that popped into my head was the portal scene in Avengers Endgame, like dun 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 dun, and then it just John Williams, Hans Zimmer, Danny Elfman collaboration to make this amazing song for this amazing scene in the movie. So that was to be fair, Mortal Kombat also comes to mind from 1996.
Well,
Yes.
real quick though, that song that you're talking about, the composed music on that is called Portals.
Oh,
That's
is it?
the name of it.
Oh,
Yes.
okay. With at. But yeah, stuff like that really that resonates with me. Or like Falling to Earth in the first Transformers movie, when you see them all like coming through the atmosphere, and you've got that song that's playing called Falling to Earth. These composers are real literal with their song titles.
I'm trying to remember how that was like. It's like dun, 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 dun,
Something
dun,
like that,
Dun,
yeah.
dun, 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 dun.
Yep.
I think also. So I go back to you think of like Back to the Future, as far as scores and music fits.
The 90-minute Huey Lewis and the News music video.
Yeah. And without that, it would not be the same movie.
But
I don't
your
care
kids
what
are gonna
anybody
love
says. Yeah.
Maybe a little too fast for you guys.
It's an oldie. Well, it's an oldie where I come from. But if you hear Back in Time, I mean, that song plays great with. Now it's more of like the end credits, but also just the composed music.
I love the scene where Power of Love is playing and he's like skateboarding around town,
Yep.
holding onto trucks and stuff. I don't know why it works so well, but damn it, it does.
Are you telling me that it's 8:15?
You know what this means? It means this damn thing doesn't work.
Excuse me. I'm trying to think because when we talked about it, I had like a plethora of ones that flooded through my brain. Now they're all scrambled together. And I'm trying to separate them to which movie is to which one.
Like I said,
see
Mortal
here.
Kombat, in that movie, anytime that theme song started playing, you knew it was going to be a kick-ass fight scene.
Oh yeah.
I would say another one for me was The Boys Are Back in Town for A Knight's Tale. When they're finally, it's like almost at the end of the movie and they're all coming together for that final tournament. And they've got that long parade of the knights walking in there. I mean, it doesn't fit anything else of the time era or any of that in the damn movie. But that one scene, that was a badass song to throw on top of it to showcase like all the knights walking down and their little parade going to the tournament.
Now I want to watch The Knight's Tale again. But then I'm
See
going to be
that?
sad because of Heath Ledger.
Oh,
Yep. Don't be sad.
damn it.
You brought it up.
You brought up Heath.
You brought up his most famous movie.
How dare
Wait,
you?
what?
Dark Knight Rises, you son of a
Yeah,
bitch.
hold on a minute now. Hang on a
Don't get me wrong, that's a great movie.
Wait a minute.
I like The Knight's Tale a lot.
What about 10 Things I Hate About You?
Yeah,
Not his greatest,
not his greatest.
but his most iconic role would be Brokeback Mountain.
No, I would say, yeah.
True.
His most distinctive
Yeah.
role, let's put it that way.
I can't quit you.
I wish I could quit you, Jack Twist. What, you saw that?
What?
It's actually not a bad movie. I mean,
Yeah, of
I've never
course.
seen it. But that doesn't surprise
Put it
me.
on your list. You'd be like, why? Why?
Broke my back to watch it. But anyway,
It's got to be better than Paranormal Activity 3, that's for damn sure.
Well, you know, it's also really, really uplifting. It's a great movie. It's a triumph of cinema.
those movies are a triumph of cinema.
I like when there's a whole band of people together in whatever movie it's been played. I can't even pinpoint one specific one, but whenever you hear Final Countdown playing,
Yeah.
and it's always like when the band of people are banding together to take back what's rightfully theirs.
So the only thing I can think of...
Pitch Perfect.
What?
Pitch Perfect.
Arrested Development. Because that was the song Job used whenever he would go on stage.
Oh yeah. To do
Okay.
the magic.
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember that. Well, it's like what was that? What was that other one? It's similar. I was thinking about it. Was it? It's not Office Christmas Party, but it has something. It's not Office Space. Something to do with office workers, and I believe what's his name from Stu from The Hangover.
Okay.
I can never remember his name off the top of my head.
He was on The Office for a few seasons. God damn it.
Yeah, yeah.
All right, keep talking. I'm gonna look it up.
Not Sudeikis.
No.
I think no. Okay.
That's Jason.
I know that. I know the first name. I just wanted to shorten it. In case I was wrong, keep it short and sweet.
Gotcha. Hedging your bets. I love it.
Ed Helms.
Ed Helms, okay. Yeah, I think it was him in this one movie, and I'll have to find out what it was. But there's a scene where they're doing like this rebellion, this office workers that just get beat down. Again, not Office Space or anything like that. But that song's playing. You just see him like walking down the road, like, almost in a slow-mo, which, by the way, the opening scene of Reservoir Dogs, when they're walking in slow motion.
Oh, yeah.
Yep.
And I wish I could remember the name of that song. Again, this is a movie podcast, not a music podcast.
Then,
so when it comes to the titles or who's saying what, I'm not that good at it.
And then also Stuck in the Middle with You.
Yeah, when he's beating him down.
Can you hear me?
Every time I hear that song, I want to mutilate somebody. It's not my natural order of thought, but when it comes on, it just makes you just like Mortal Kombat.
I was gonna say,
Mortal Kombat.
so that's your Mortal
You just want
Kombat.
to start fighting.
Yes,
someone.
I want to start doing karate. I don't care where I'm at.
I want to do a test run and get it on like a bunch of on a sound system at a bar randomly. Don't tell anybody. Just start playing that and just see what happens.
Somebody's losing an ear. We don't know who.
People rip their shirts off. They're like ninja outfits underneath. And
Test your might.
So next time I go to Backpower, I'm going to pull up the TouchTunes app and see if they have it listed.
That's not a great place to do it. Only
No,
because the fight may
I was
actually
gonna say
happen.
they'll actually do it there.
Well, I can connect to it from the grocery store, so I don't even
Yeah.
have to be there. I could just play it 5 minutes before I get out, walk over there, and like, oh, that person's being strangled. Have fun.
That is not a proper submission. That is not a proper submission.
Yeah.
Well, we were also talking about this a little bit before offline. Like any chopper scene in any war movie, Fortunate Son is most likely going to be playing.
It ain't me.
And 9 times out of 10 it's going to be a Vietnam movie.
And then everybody in their head is saying, "Good morning, Vietnam," in Robin Williams' voice.
Good morning, Vietnam.
It ain't me. Oh, the red, white, and blue.
So there is this isn't canon for a movie, but there was an overlay of Fortunate Son done to the scene of Rogue One where they're fighting on the beaches and they're fighting the AT-ATs and the fighters start rolling in, and as soon as the fighters start rolling in and take out the AT-ATs, you hear it's like, this is definitely Space Vietnam.
Well, and I want to say too, going back, because I will say this. Well, they do a lot of things great. We've talked about they've kind of oversaturated a little bit, but when it comes to Marvel, they have always been very good at putting also regular music, like we talked about Guardians of the Galaxy, Deadpool, Wolverine. Well, they joined the MCU now recently, but like the scene in, well, actually every Iron Man movie, because there's always some kind of rock music.
Yeah.
But what was the one? It's the one at the very opening scene of Iron Man 2 when he's
AC/DC.
It was AC/DC. I'm trying to remember what song it was though, but when he's jumping out of the plane.
Shoot to Thrill.
That's right. Yep.
Shoot to Thrill.
That song was perfect for that scene because he's flying down and then he lands in the party and everything. But I was like, all right, I can do this.
I will say what annoyed me with the first movie is everybody thought that the Iron Man song was AC/DC. It's Black Sabbath.
Yeah.
I want that on the record.
I am Iron Man.
So many people thought that was an AC/DC song. It was genuinely upsetting.
Don't upset Patrick.
Yeah, don't upset Patrick.
Don't make him angry.
They already do that constantly. I don't need
Make
any
him
more.
when he's angry.
I mean, do we really upset you or just make you angry that we're right?
Both? Why do I gotta choose?
Is
Touche.
it anger
Touche.
or enlightenment? Shame of enlightenment.
It's angerment.
That movie sucked, by the way.
Anger management.
Yeah.
I can't think of any good music scenes in that one.
'Cause there aren't.
Because there aren't
Because it was
any.
a shit movie.
I'm sure someone liked it. Probably Adam Sandler and Jack Nicholson when they got their paychecks.
Hey, it was not as bad as Jack and Jill.
Oh,
Although I did like when he said, "Hey, don't forget your sweat shadow," because she's on the bed, she gets up, and it's just like whole imprint of her. But I will say, everybody, when you hear the song, and again, not a music podcast, so I can't remember what the name of it is, but that scene in Billy Madison near the beginning when his dad agrees on the bet to let him, he passed all the class, and he's on the staircase, and he's like,
I'll
"Downtown."
tumble for you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
"I'll tumble for you."
Yeah. He just starts dancing up and down the stairs.
It just works.
Yeah. And I also like scenes where like the actors, like it's like in the movie. It's not just background music for what's happening. Like they're actually doing it.
yeah.
Oh yeah.
I was just trying to think. It's like there was a recent movie I saw that had like a great NSYNC. Oh wait, Deadpool movie.
Yeah, exactly.
Name that movie, Deadpool Wolverine.
Deadpool
What
Wolverine.
is Deadpool Wolverine 500 Bob? This song was in Deadpool Wolverine.
All of
every,
them.
Yeah, every song.
Every song.
Every song. All artists. All bands.
All artists.
Yeah, if you listened closely, you could hear Chopin over the credits.
Well, even Captain Marvel, when that first came out, the first one with Carol Danvers.
Because that was in the that was supposed to be in like
The
80s.
90s. The 90s.
the 90s.
Oh, 90s. Yeah.
So they
Just
had,
remember, she crash lands through a blockbuster.
Right.
Yeah, but that beginning scene, like when she first gets captured, before she heads down to Earth, and she's got those things stuck on her hand, or they put them so she can't use her blast powers. But then they're playing that what is it? I'm Just a Girl, Gwen Stefani band.
Yeah.
What was that name of that band? Gwen
Um,
Stefani band.
No doubt.
No doubt, that's right. No doubt about it.
No doubt about it.
I think that one had a couple No Doubt songs, if I remember correctly. It was
Probably.
basically just like they probably just got the rights to whatever was available there at the time. And said,
Yeah.
"Hey."
Plus, No Doubt was really big in the 90s.
Oh yeah.
They were. They were.
Yes, they were.
Surprised they didn't get the Spice Girls involved.
No doubt. How dare you? They had their own movie.
Oh, yeah, they did. Oh, God. Forgot about that.
And we hope to continue to do that.
And we're back.
Can we put whiskey in this?
Sure. I don't have any. But
Wait,
if
you didn't
get
already
some-
have it in there?
Yeah. Shame on you.
What's wrong with you?
Shame on you.
Shame that I didn't drink whiskey at like 9:30 this morning before coming to record a podcast. Yeah, I'm a real piece of shit.
You like a beer? It's 7 o'clock in the morning. Scotch?
But
What
isn't
Michael
that a-
Keaton movie is that?
Michael Keaton. I was thinking Tom
Oh,
Hanks or something.
Mr. Mom, I believe.
Mr.
Yeah, I think it was Mr. Mom.
Well,
Okay.
isn't it when he was like working overnight or something? And when he got home from work in the morning,
No, he was at home working,
Yeah.
and I think it was her boss. I think it was near the end or something, or he came over.
Because he was like painting something, like
Yeah.
remodeling one of the bedrooms or one
Yeah,
of the rooms.
I want to say it's Mr. Mom, but again, do not quote me on that. But it sounds like something from Mr. Mom.
Pretty sure everyone on the internet who listens to this is going to quote you on that.
Yes, probably. And that's why I always have the safe thing to say.
I mean,
I may not be correct.
I mean, they can't put anything on the internet that's not true.
That's right. And since I say I don't know if it's true,
And Abe Lincoln said that, so you know it must be true. Honest Abe.
So one of my favorite sing-alongs has got to be the first Wayne's World.
Oh.
When they do Bohemian
Rhapsody.
Rhapsody in the car with their drunk friend.
Yep. So I learned an interesting fact about that movie. So in the theatrical release, Mike Myers actually starts, in the scene where they're at the guitar store and they're like, "No Stairway to Heaven."
Yeah.
He actually starts playing that in the store. That's why they had to point to him. But they lost the rights when they made the VHS or DVD copies, so they had to dub over with just some generic guitar riffs. And they're like, how do you know he was going to start playing Stairway to Heaven?
No stairway. Denied.
well, it did, just like in Wayne's
I
World.
too will never bow down to corporate sponsors. When he did like Pepsi AC and Pizza Hut.
Newprint. No, it was
Oh,
Newprint.
Newprint, yeah.
Newprint. Little
Di-
yellow.
different.
It's like his hand's black and white. He got the color of the thing.
Oh, hey, I'm in Delaware. Still the greatest line in that movie.
Well, it's like when Wayne sees Cassandra for the Dreamweaver starts playing.
Yep.
That fits that pretty well. I like it.
I mean, if I hope I hear Dreamweaver, when I see My Lovely Lady.
What do you hear? Because you said you hope you hear it. What do you actually hear?
Don't stop believing.
It's the entire Journey soundtrack,
Yes, all of Journey.
especially Wheel in the Sky for some reason.
Hey man, it keeps on turning.
I thought you were gonna say you hear the Jaws theme.
Ta-da.
Or the Imperial March.
It's Michael Myers. Yeah. What's that sound? Oh, it's from The Notebook.
It's the Notebook, yo. I'm trying to think of like because older, like back in the 70s, 80s, they were. I mean, all movies are still good at it, but a lot of them went to more scoring. Whereas like then there was a lot of scoring, but there was also a lot of just using like regular music, like actually performed music from artists. And a lot of times, at least back in the 80s and 90s, that's what I miss about it. They used to actually, the artist would be the person to make a song strictly for that movie.
Yeah.
Like it was never done. Like Ray Parker Jr., Ghostbusters.
Ghostbusters, yeah. Yep.
And that one was another thing about that. So you got, obviously Ghostbusters is an iconic song.
Well, I mean, I'm not afraid no ghosts.
Who you going to call?
Ghostbusters,
Yeah. But you have, like, when they're getting ready, when they first get their first call, and they got that song Cleaning Up the Town playing, that fits pretty well with that, too, in that scene.
What was the one where they were bringing over the Statue of Liberty? What was that song?
Oh, Your Love is Lifting Me Higher.
It's lifting me high. Yeah, like that was a good scene too. It was like uplifting, like the whole commute or like city was like, out there cheering him on. And he's like steps on the car. Sorry.
Well, the whole second one was basically nothing but a big soundtrack for Ghostbusters because you had Bobby Brown.
Yeah.
I can't remember the name of it now. We got to take him home or something like that. We got to take control, I think was the name of the song.
Yep.
If it's up to us, we've got to take control.
We got. And that's all we can do before we get copyright.
There was a really good movie with an amazing soundtrack that I want to talk about, but I feel like it would be cheating because it's Grease. It's a musical.
Okay.
All those songs are iconic and they're done really well and they fit the scene, but
Jeez, why didn't you just go burlesque?
okay.
I'm messing with you.
I know.
Well, I don't really think it's cheap, but I would say...
Or almost any movie Will Smith's in, because he writes a song for it.
Oh, yeah. Wild Wild West had an amazing soundtrack.
Although
Wild Wild West, Men in Black.
I will say they fit, but the only argument I would make on that, and it's an argument I'm going to present to other movies as well, is those songs were strictly written for that movie.
Yeah.
Like they were, it was, as like a play. So just like, that'd be like saying like Little Shop of Horrors. They're all written for the scene. Yes, exactly. I will say, though, one movie, and I think nobody can deny this one, that every song sets the scene in every moment is the Blues Brothers.
Denied.
Yep.
You cannot
I
deny
know.
that. You cannot deny. Oh, bet me. Yeah.
You better think. Think about what you're trying to do to me.
Well, I mean, the whole thing was a musical, but those songs weren't written for that movie. It was just they put it in there.
They were the artists that were actually in the movie singing it, yeah.
But, I mean, every single scene that had a song in it, which was basically 80 minutes of the 90 minutes was basically... It was all really good, too. It was classic.
We're on a mission from God.
I remember the ending scene of Dragnet with Tom Hanks.
Oh, yeah.
When he's wearing the goat pants and they're at the sacrificial area. Yeah. There was like a really kick-ass song playing, and I just cannot remember it to save my life.
What, the next day or when they're actually at the pagan ritual?
Were they at the ritual?
Okay. I'm trying to think, what song was playing there? I'm trying to think.
I haven't seen the movie in God knows how long.
I love that movie. That's like one of my favorite Dan Aykroyd, Tom Hanks movies.
It's a really good one.
It's very good. Dun, 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 dun.
Well, the theme song, it's just like Naked Gun with the theme song at the beginning of those movies. That is classic.
Well, if you must ask, I was spending a quiet evening with Connie Swale. Whoa, don't you mean the Virgin Connie Swale? Just eyebrow raise. Dun, 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 dun.
Dun.
What else you got there, Gavin?
Well,
What you looking up? Are you trying to find that song?
I was trying to find a song for Patrick.
I may be wrong, but I could have sworn there was a music playing.
I want to say there was music playing, but I don't know if it was an actual song. But again, I could be wrong too, because it has been a couple days, times, a couple years since I've watched the movie. So since I've seen it. But hey, it's what it is.
They're just giving me the theme song.
Yeah, which is also iconic.
Yeah.
Dragnet. Bum, ba-dum, bum, bum.
I mean, at least it's better than the 60 minutes.
The stopwatch.
Great opening.
Right? Yeah.
Well, if you're going to talk about like music or songs or anything really, and not just the movies, but in like TV shows, like the classic Seinfeld music.
Oh, yeah.
Doop, doop, doop.
It's like, it sets the scene to every beginning openings.
Or the theme song to The Office.
Do you have a funky jazz bass?
Which, little trivia fun fact about that, in all the years of Seinfeld and all the episodes, they said not one time was that song or that little riff that never once is it the same one repeated. There's always something slightly different about each one.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Oh, that's cool.
I don't know who said
That show went on for like 15 years, so R.I.P. that composer's hands.
We've got 7 synthetic sounds. How can we make this different every time?
We're going to play all 7 at once. We're going to play all 6 at once.
Let's just play one. Boom.
And that's it.
Yeah.
Pretty sure the composer for that show invented MIDI files for television and movies now. I'm convinced of it.
Well, and the other thing too, like not just setting the tone for a set scene, but also set S-E-T, just so everybody's clear on what I said. But usually some of the best music or songs come out in movies when they're doing like a montage of something, whatever that may be. It could be, looking for clothes or something like at the dressing room or something, and they usually probably have like Right Said Fred, I'm so sexy, or I'm too sexy.
Guardians 1 when they're all getting dressed up and Cherry Bomb is blasting in the background. Cherry Bomb!
Well, I'm thinking of Jurassic Park at the moment. That theme song is living rent-free in my brain for the past few minutes.
Yeah, you add a dinosaur to it and that'll freak anybody out.
Because it doesn't matter. They move in herds.
Yeah. What he said. What'd you say?
Twice.
What did you just say?
What was that song that was playing in Office Space when they go out to the field and basically murder the...
like the fax machine?
The fax
feels
machine.
good to be a gangster.
Yeah.
Okay.
Damn, it feels good to be a gangster.
Real big Hollywood wankster. Well, even and that was cool because it was like slow everything, and then they would just they were trying to copy what was it, Casino?
Something like that, where they're beating it down.
Yeah,
one dude
because it's all running back. It's all the camera angle like from the printer's point of view.
Well, even the beginning song in that movie when they're all stuck in the traffic and everything, and I can't remember. It's like I can't even describe what type of music it was. It's not like a reggae or something, and it's like boom, ba-da, ba, boom, ba-da, ba, but it's got some like reggae guys singing in the background, or it could be somebody else. But just a whole scene of listening to it, and then him changing the lanes, and then that lane moves, and then going back. Like I can picture that music being like, because it builds up.
So much of that damn movie is still like actually like factual and relevant today.
The only thing I remember from that opening scene is when Michael Bolton's listening to his rap music and he's like jamming it, like, yeah, motherfucker, and all that. And then a black guy, so that's when he turns it down. He starts acting.
Rolls the window up.
And then he gets like 10 feet away. He's like, motherfucker.
The world is mine, bitch, get back.
Well, one movie too, and a lot of people, well, I'm not going to say a lot. I'm sure there's a good portion of people that haven't seen this movie, and it was very good. You might be one of them. Right, said Fred. No, but it's Swingers. that had a lot of
I have seen that.
really good music that fit the scenes of what they were doing. I'm not saying it's Jon Favreau's greatest work, but I did enjoy the movie. I liked it. I thought it was fun.
And clearly, Jon Favreau's greatest work is Mando.
Is it though?
Yes.
Is it?
Really? It's not Iron Man 1?
I'm going with Mando.
All right then.
I'm a Star Wars fan. I still think Iron Man 1's better.
And now we cue the music.
Which one?
Now we go back to Rudy.
Triumph of cinema. Well, one thing in his later movies, not his first couple, but in his later movies, Kevin Smith always did a pretty good job with having certain music fit.
Once he had budgets to afford copyrighted music.
Yeah, once he got past, Mallrats had some, they had a bigger budget, but that movie failed in the theater during the time, and now it's become a cult classic. But, Dogma would be one of them. Even Chasing Amy wasn't too bad. That had a much lower budget, but they had decent music in it. But anything after that, Jay and Silent Bob Strike Back, all them, it's just the music that goes in there.
Would you fuck me? I'd fuck me.
And no, by the way, I would not. Just to make that clear across the board.
Damn it.
Don't be sad. I know. You'll be all right. You'll be okay. We will be okay.
Fine.
Speaking of music that sets the scene, did you guys notice they started playing Christmas music on the radio already?
They started playing that on November 1st.
Yes.
105.5. Because the day after Halloween, I got in my car.
Mariah Carey came out of her prison.
Okay.
I've yet to hear that song, and it's upsetting.
Well,
you have a magical, fantastic.
Well, it's just
rectangle
nice when it comes on the radio.
On its own. I like it when I'm surprised by it.
it's just goddamn delightful.
I've got the CD at home. It's on my iPod. I've got this, but I just want it to pop on the radio.
And that thing is everywhere.
I'm putting my tree up.
Dante, what are you doing? I'm putting up my Christmas tree. It's the middle of July. Oh, yeah. Come on in, dude.
Hey, Christmas in July. Christmas in July.
Why is your ass tanner than my face?
Dr. Shockaloo's hooking me up with a lion. It's getting here Tuesday. Lions eat monkeys. For real, Doc. We gotta watch out. I just love it being on the damn news. And all I'm doing is looking out my front door, and there's a king of the jungle.
So we called the 5-0.
Oh, fun.
Oh my God, where do you get your weed? From you, Dante.
What's up, Mr. Cheezel?
Mr. Cheezel.
Fucking Mr. Cheezel.
I like Mr. Cheezel.
I want to know how many outtakes he did for them to settle on those. I want to see, because they had a couple of those scenes at the end of the movie where they were doing outtakes of more trying different lines for the scene. I want to know how many of his he either messed up or did they just not give him a script? They just said, "Look, make it weird."
You're talking about Kevin Nealon,
yeah,
right?
Kevin Nealon.
I don't personally. I don't know this, but I don't think he would need a lot of takes. He is even when he was on SNL, a lot of people say they've done documentaries about people on SNL and about the behind the scenes and stuff. That they said with Kevin Nealon, he was naturally he could hold that straight face and be that dry on a one take. He wasn't one that really broke that often, from what I heard.
No,
like Jimmy Fallon, couldn't keep it straight.
Jesus Christ,
he can't hold anything, man.
No, I meant more like how many different takes they did of him saying weird shit before they settled on those lines for him, because he got no script. It's look, act like you're on drugs, but you're not on drugs.
I had a dream last night where I was a dolphin swimming, and then I became a bird. Good things are coming.
Yes. And then I was going to underestimate someone. What the hell?
It's like a carousel.
I was a snake slithering over a log.
That does remind me of the karaoke scene in that movie where they play Salt and Pepper. That actually works really well. And then the girl passes the fuck out. And the main guy is like, I fucking love her. And then does a shot or something like that. And then he wakes up to a perfectly clean house sleeping on the counter.
That's what happens.
Yeah.
And Jonah Hill's sucking on a tit for 15 hours.
15 hours straight.
Barry sucked on his first booby for 15 hours.
Would you say she invented the hand job? No, but she did give a hand job to Charlie Chaplin. He was silent.
And for all of you wondering what the fuck we're talking about, please go watch the movie Grandma's Boy.
Oh, yes. Very good movie.
Unbelievably good movie.
It is very good.
I think we covered that on our cult classics.
We cover that movie a lot. It's just a really good movie.
It is. It is.
Who doesn't love a good movie? Huh?
One of the few Adam Sandler movies that that Happy
made.
Madison produced and he wasn't in.
Yeah. He's got that thing going for him.
He does. He does. Got that Netflix deal of putting out any movie that that ever
Comes into
walks.
his brain.
It's a killer lamp. Ah.
Oh, I got one that fits a scene. And they only play it for like maybe 10, 15 seconds.
So they didn't get the rights to it.
No, I'm sure they did because they had the money to. But in Star Trek First Contact,
Oh.
when they're about to launch for the first time,
Yeah,
and he
he's like-
plays
Born to Be Wild?
No. Oh my God. You don't know, but you can see. Why don't you come with me, little girl? Magic Carpet Ride.
Oh, yeah.
I had to sing it out. But yeah, they started playing that as it's launching and everything.
Yeah.
I was like, completely different song to a completely different scene, but it works. It works.
Mm-hmm.
It's like two things come together. This one. They don't belong together, but when they're together, they
Once
belong.
again,
Or the new Star Trek remakes in the third one where they do the Beastie Boys.
Oh yeah.
And that's an actual callback to the first one because he was listening to it in the car before
Yep.
he drove it off the ledge.
Yeah, that
which is-
Corvette.
I
think it was a Corvette.
Who wants an unpopular opinion? I hate the Beastie Boys.
I know you do.
They are, their songs are terrible.
You should actually be singing that song then, because it's like, I
'Cause
can't stand it. I know you're bad.
Because his mom threw away his best porno man.
Kick it.
Welcome to Music Talks and Chill.
Yes. That'll be our sister show. I won't not have a lot to say on that one. That's
It will not last very long.
And even though she moved away, we should have Patty on that one and be like,
Yeah.
all right. Basically, she's gonna take over that one and be like, "Here, talk music." I don't know. I'll tell you.
We're
when
gonna
I
go
know
outside
something.
and smoke, Patty. Have fun.
Don't worry, the reel's running.
Yes. Just keep it going. We'll be back
We'll let you know when the hour's up.
We'll see you in an hour.
after these messages. We'll be right back. Music
Music.
is the soul of the earth.
Wow.
Shut up.
I'm not even. Stop the circus music over there.
What? Water is the essence of wetness. That's something like how you say.
Yeah. It's a merman. Oh my god.
Oh, that was in Zoolander. I was never a big fan of Zoolander, and that one scene especially when they got by Wham, "Wake Me Up Before You Go Go," when they're all spraying the gasoline on each other. It works.
Orange
for the scene.
mocha frappuccinos.
The files are in the computer.
That Hansel, he's so hot right now.
This is a building for ants.
Relax, don't do it. That was the killing music.
Yeah.
Yes.
I also like how Ben Stiller is like one of the most famous models in the world during that movie, but he also has 4 roommates. Like, you'd think you could be able to afford your own place.
Well, they like to be around each other. They get lonely.
The agency owns that building.
Yeah. Yeah, they're basically just bunking out.
Yeah,
It's
exactly.
like, here's our school academy.
Do you guys think it's anything more to life than being really, really, really ridiculously good looking?
No.
I just like how when I think his real life wife, the love interest of the movie, she comes up and she's like, "Hey, I need to talk to you." He's like,
Marsha Brady?
Yeah. But I was like, I'm really tired. I really don't feel like doing anything. And she's like, come on, please. She's like, I guess we could just fool around, do some hand stuff, I guess. She's like, no, we want to go talk about this.
No. What are you talking about?
Well, she was also in with him in Dodgeball,
Yep.
but she made out with the wrong guy.
Dude. Yep. Vince
Nobody
Vaughn.
makes me bleed my own blood.
Nobody.
Trying to picture, like, because like I said, I've got a million movies in my head. They're all scrambling together. I'm trying to pinpoint the music to
Right.
the movie now. I'm like playing my own little trivia in my head here. Match the movie to the music. What was that?
I mean, we could do that.
Well, actually, one movie that also had that tied in very well was Bill and Ted's.
Oh,
Choose
yes,
Adventure, the
yes.
first one. I mean, the second one they had music that worked with it too, but the first one I think worked really well. I think there's quite a few scenes in there, especially when they start getting into like the montages. Like once they start collecting more and more people, and then they're like get loose in the mall and everything, and you have Beethoven playing in the piano store, the organ store, and what's his name trying to ice skate, and what was it, Socrates? I can't remember what he was doing. I think they thought he stole something. I think he was like in a clothing store or something.
I thought he was getting ice cream for some reason.
Or he might have been getting ice cream. That might have been what it was.
I know one of them gets ice cream.
I don't remember if it was in the beginning of the movie, but Don't Forget About Me in the Breakfast Club. I think it played a couple of times through there, like snips of the song, but the iconic scene
Definitely
is
also
at the
played
end
at
of
the
it.
end, yeah.
Yeah.
Don't you forget about me. I'll be alone, dancing, you know it, baby.
Oh, stop
Tell me your troubles and doubts. Okay. Anyway, I'm done.
I'm scared. I'm scared.
Ooh, thank you.
That was just beautiful.
Thank you very much. Well, basically, any John Hughes movie would have music that goes well to it.
I can think of several scenes, but it was almost like any late 90s, early 2000s high school movie had the Third Eye Blind Can I Graduate song in it.
Oh, God. So basically like American Pie and all that.
Right, American Pie. What was the one with Jennifer Love Hewitt?
She's not She's All That. No.
No.
Can't Hardly Wait.
Yeah,
no.
Can't Hardly
Was
Wait.
that the one?
Uh-huh. That one. She's All That.
Okay.
American Pie. I guarantee you there's probably like 3 or 4 others, but that song was in every single one. I was like, what? Is this just like the mainstream?
So, I've got one better.
Ooh, he's going to up you.
Bittersweet Symphony at the end of Cruel Intentions.
I hate you.
Why?
Because it makes me want to cry.
But the
He
last
just
scene...
died.
Yeah. But the last scene where they're passing out journal pages and they see like the necklace like filled with
Yeah,
cocaine.
it's just the song playing. Yeah, that was epic.
Yeah, that was really
epic.
great.
You know which one I like? I'm not saying I'm going to up anybody. I'm just saying what I like. Is in beginning opening scene of Grosse Point Blank when Sunshiny Days playing, when he's put his rifle together
Oh yeah.
to shoot the
Right.
guy that caused everybody to start shooting each other. There's something about that music with that scene. I mean, really, that movie had a lot of really good music. That
And
fit pretty well
wasn't
to
that
it.
like people were upset because they killed the dog during the shootout?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. It's,
That's what they were upset about was the dog died.
Boudreaux.
Boudreaux, yeah, Boudreaux.
He was he's like these hopped up whatever psychos. He's like they were chucking game with sticks of dynamite, and the dog they picked, little Boudreaux, was a retriever. Get it? Boudreaux's never a target. I've never hurt an animal, and I'm accused of angry at the accusation. Whoa, you're chatty Cathy. I'm just telling you what I heard.
Hey, popcorn.
You killed their prize pup. So bad luck for Boudreaux means bad luck for blank. But they had a lot of good music. But that whole movie, really, if you think about it, actually was a good soundtrack
Yeah,
to it.
yeah.
I think maybe it was AC/DC that was playing when he gets in the gunfight in the convenience store that used to be his house.
Yeah, because the kid is listening to it on his headphones.
Yeah, while
and
he's playing
it
the
keeps cutting back.
arcade
Yeah. Yeah, he turns around like, what the hell? Oh no, that's because he pulls him out of there. He's like, come on, we gotta go.
And then playing 99 Red Balloons while he's trying to get the body into the furnace with Jeremy Piven with his friend, just carrying a body in a tarp thing from school.
Now this song was just wrote for the movie, but it was hilarious how many different versions they played it throughout the movie. Euro Trip, Scotty Doesn't Know.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
It was a ringtone. They were singing it in Bratislava. Matt Damon was the lead singer.
I will say that is probably the best scene in that movie.
Yeah.
Is when they're at the graduation party and they start just singing "Scotty Doesn't Know."
Yep.
And I remember being in the theater and me and my friends were like, "Is that can't be? That's Matt Damon, right?" Like
Yeah.
We had a little bit of surplus in the budget. So
Yeah.
we got him in for
So
a
we
couple
got
minutes.
Matt fucking Damon.
Yep.
Well, I mean, I think he likes doing that too. Like
Oh, yeah.
just showing up in random movies, like at doing that, like Thor Ragnarok.
Yep.
Yep.
Yeah, he was in that one.
He just wanted to say I was in a Marvel movie.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's like,
Well, you know what? He's already got the Oscar. Like, yeah, you know what? I'm just gonna do whatever the fuck I want now.
and he did get his callback in Jay and Silent Bob reboot, I think,
Yeah.
when he got to make fun of Marvel.
He did.
And he said, I'm the
I was the
original,
original
Loki.
But he did get to play Loki in Ragnarok.
Yeah.
And in I had to go back and I saw something that brought this back up, but in the last scene of Stan Lee being in a Marvel movie was Captain Marvel, and he's reading the script to Mallrats.
Yep.
Oh, is he?
Yeah.
Because he was also in Mallrats. He did a
In the 90s.
cameo. Yeah.
Oh, I don't remember him being in that movie.
It was at the very in Mallrats. You mean?
Yeah.
So it was at the near the end of the movie after Brody's the whole movie. He's trying to figure out how to get Shannon Doherty back, and I can't remember her character name all the time. But he wants to go meet Stan Lee. And he gets kicked out of the line of the bookstore, and he's looking at these like wedding dresses or something, or he's looking at clothing, and Stan Lee pops up, and he gives him this long speech about not putting comics ahead of the one you love and stuff like that. And so, but yeah, he's actually in a pretty long monologue with him, because then he explains like where some of the characters came from. He's like, Dr. Doom wears a mask to hide his. That was me.
That was me.
And he's like, the Hulk, a calm guy 1 minute, a rage of emotions next, just like me when I thought about the one that I love, losing the one that I love. Trust me, true believer. Well, and going back to because a lot, like I said, where 80s were huge on making, a lot of music go with the movies. So anything John Hughes, the Karate Kids,
Yeah.
the Karate Kid movies.
Flashdance with Maniac.
Oh yeah.
Basically put that damn song on the map.
Well, no, the other one too. Not Mania, but that one was one of the. But there's the other one. That other huge song that's part of it. That it's like the main theme of Flashdance. I will find out what it is, and we will get back to you when we return from this.
Right after these messages.
After these messages, we'll be right back. It's a super popular song, but I can't think of what it is off the top of my head now. I'm like playing it in my head. I'm not going to sing the whole thing. It's going to take me like 2 verses to get to the name of the song.
Well, I know this is a movie podcast, but what comes to mind is in Stranger Things season 4, where they start playing that Kate Bush song.
Yep.
The one that went to #1 on the Billboard 100 30 years after it came out.
Yep.
Right.
It's amazing how things can influence other things.
Right.
Yeah.
So you just pay your dues,
Much
wait
like-
30 years.
Much like the Madonna song in Deadpool, like that came right back.
Yep.
Yep.
Yes, it did. Are you guys like stuffed up with allergies today?
Yes,
Wow.
sure.
Look
It's
at you two.
allergies.
Yeah. Anyways.
I just wanted to be open. That's all.
Free your mind. Open your nostrils. Breathe in.
There is no spoon.
I can't breathe, sir.
Sir, I cannot breathe.
Yeah, right. So I'm trying to. There was another one off the top of my head. It's on the bottom of my head now. It was here. Now it's here. Unlike your nasal drip.
Yeah.
My shit's dropping.
I'm sorry. I don't know how I didn't bring this up sooner.
How did you not do that?
What the fuck, Gavin?
Anything Kenny Loggins did for fucking Top Gun.
Oh yeah.
The damn jet just comes shooting down.
Danger zone. Now, every time I think of that, I think of Archer.
Yeah. The danger zone.
Well, same thing like with Caddyshack. Like you can't see that gopher and not hear I'm all right.
Yep. Touche, Cosmart.
Well, and even though it's not a song, but composed music in almost every movie since probably the 60s to now, at some point or another, if there's a movie where a scene of like there's somebody like trying to do something secret or covert, and I can't even remember what the name of the actual score is, but it's that one. Da, 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 da,
Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Down.
Isn't that the opening music to Lethal Weapon?
No.
No.
I mean, not Lethal Weapon.
you think of
Naked
Naked
Gun. Yeah.
No, it's not. It's not the same. It's similar, but that song is played in they played in Revenge of the Nerds when they were sneaking in to do the panty raid. They did it in Blues Brothers. They did it in Animal House when they were sneaking in to change the car stuff to make the float thing.
Oh,
for
yeah.
the parade.
Talk about freaking something that would be a felony today. Should have probably been a felony then.
Pretty sure it was.
Raid. Yeah.
Oh, I'm not supporting.
Oh no, I know.
I'm just saying
it's just
what
wild.
the scene was.
Yeah.
I didn't make the movie. All right. Shut up.
Sorry. That's all right.
You're crying.
You're a towel.
We are getting close. We got a few minutes left, but I'll preemptively say this before we close out: is that obviously there's a million songs in a million movies, so feel free to let us know.
Yeah, what song strikes that scene best for you?
Yeah.
Anything that promotes woman power, and then in the background they have Dolly Parton's 9 to 5 playing.
There's a show called Orville, which is basically like a Seth MacFarlane's version of Star Trek. And they go to the Klingon planet, their version of Klingon.
Yeah.
And they find...
Mocklins.
Yeah, Mocklins. Okay, so that's right. You guys have seen this show.
Yep.
So they go to the Mocklin planet, and they find one of the few females. And then they play for her Dolly Parton. And she's like, she is the prophet of our species. So they go into this major Mocklin trial, and she starts quoting 9 to 5 and a bunch of other things. And they're like, my God, she speaks to us.
This woman is awesome.
Well, I can't believe I didn't think about this one either, but Footloose.
Oh yeah.
The movie. I mean, that thing had... I mean, the tractor scene with, I think it was Bonnie Tyler, I Need a Hero. I think that's who sung that song. I think it was Bonnie Tyler. You have the theme song, Footloose. Can't remember who sung it, but Let's Hear It for the Boys when he's teaching Chris Penn how to dance.
Yeah.
And you just see him messing up horribly.
Terribly, yeah. Another montage scene.
Yes. There's those darn montages.
Speaking of I Need a Hero, the end of Shrek 2, when Shrek's trying to get into the castle to go save Fiona.
Oh, yes.
I Need a Hero is being played, being sung by the fairy godmother.
Yep.
It was actually quite epic.
Yeah.
When Mongo's like, "Roar."
It's
Be good.
It's another...
Not the gun drop button.
Well, that's another one of those songs they use in so many movies, and it's always that moment when the protagonist hero version is getting back. Did it in Short Circuit too.
Oh,
At the
God.
end when he's chasing down Oscar.
Yeah, that's
Totally
right.
forgot about that movie existed.
That's what I'm here for.
Do not disassemble.
Thanks, Durf. It's Fred.
That was when he put the mohawk on in the second
Yep.
one, right?
Yep.
Yeah, that was at the end of the movie. He's like, Johnny Five is alive.
He's like,
Yeah.
I know, I
is
told you you
pissed."
couldn't trust him. He's like, hey, they locked me and Ben up in the fridge.
Yeah.
Locked up, did not hurt, destroyed, tried to no, they just wanted us out of the way. Oh, sure. It's like hide the humans, destroy the machines.
Yeah, that movie got weird.
Hey, he was getting revenge, man. He got beat down for no reason, just to try to help somebody out.
Basically became Skynet.
Yeah.
Yeah. With a flamethrower he made at a hardware store.
No, he didn't use a flamethrower.
I know he put like armaments on him.
Yeah, he
Yeah.
was decorative.
Yeah,
to make
it
look
was
like
all.
one
Yeah,
of
it
the
was just
gangs.
metal that was laying around.
Yeah, because he had met up with the gang, or remember the Hispanic gang earlier on in the movie?
Oh, yeah.
And he comes in speaking like I can't remember what like slang version of Hispanic.
Hmm.
Ben, Fred.
What's up?
Oh man, but we actually are about out of time here. That was fun though.
Indeed.
I wish I could actually have a lot of the specific names of the songs or the people who sung them. What?
Just like a movie that just popped into my head real quick is Batteries Not Included from the 80s. So that had a tremendously good score, but it was all instrumental. It was composed. It wasn't licensed or anything like that. But just every time they see a new alien, like you could hear like it would go from low to like intense like pretty quickly, and I was like, damn,
Yeah.
that's good.
Well, actually, before we do have to head out, but speaking of music and things that tie in well together, might as well give our friend a plug who created our music that is in our show.
Oh yes.
So that is the theme song to Movie Talks and Chill. Now officially was composed, created, and performed by Paula Rock, and the song is called Swamped. So you can actually Google it, Paula Rock, Swamped. That's our song. That's where we got it from. We use a very short portion of it because it is actually the whole thing is really good. It's long and
It's like 6 minutes or something. Like
yeah,
that.
it'll be on the special content. You can hear the whole song, or you can reach out to Paul. But I just
Coming to the
figured-
Patreon.
Yeah.
And he's in a band as well now. I mean, he's up in Jacksonville or St. Augustine, and so.
Well, he's down here like every other month.
Yeah.
I
I
see
just
him
wanted
all
to
the
give him
time.
a little plug out, so thank him because we usually don't get as much time to talk about him. But thank you again, Paul. And I
Indeed, thank you
figured
very
it was,
much,
It was
Paul.
fitting for the episode we're talking about. So
Indeed.
but that is all the time we have for this week. We'll be back next week as usual
For the Thanksgiving
Yeah, we'll be
episode.
coming up to the Thanksgiving episode, and then we're into December of the big holiday that everybody's waiting for.
And I've got some ideas.
Uh-oh, SpaghettiOs. Well, we can't wait to hear them.
All I have to say is Paranormal 4.
Yeah.
All I have to say is Netflix just started releasing their Christmas movies.
All right.
God.
All I have to say is until next week, when Movie Talks and Chill, we're your hosts. I'm Tony Serrato.
I'm Gavin Butts.
I'm Patrick Wall.
All right, guys, take care.